How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Generation 8 leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at a couple of tweets by Junichi Masuda in which he might be hinting towards Pokemon Generation 8. However, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because he tweeted about all of this new information, that does not mean that this is exactly what Generation 8 is going to be about, so make sure you guys take this information with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you find a link to the original post in the description right down below, and now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, all of this brand new information was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, I highly recommend you do so. As of now, we have over 3,300 members always talking about Pokemon, as well as everything Nintendo, including Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it is 100% free to join, so I hope to see you there. Not only that, guys, if you play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and you guys join the Discord server, then you guys can enter the Laxcris official Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tournament, in which I give away a gift card to the winner. So guys, we are going to have that tournament happen once I hit 20,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all of my newest videos. Anyways guys, all of the information that we are going to be taking a look at today comes directly from Junichi Masuda himself, and also from another Twitter named Leak Reviewer. So guys, if you want to leave, go ahead and do so now, otherwise we are going to jump right into the newest leak. So guys, like I said, the first bit of information that we are going to be taking a look at today comes directly from Junichi Masuda. He says, "Pocket papers today. The wind is cold and strong and is very cold. Renewal. Waiting for bus, LOL." So guys, right away, for those of you who've never heard of Junichi Masuda before, I'm sure that a lot of you guys are pretty confused. Well, Junichi Masuda actually works for the Pokemon company, and he has actually tweeted about stuff like this before. He did a hint for Sun and Moon, and also Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and we are going to take a look at those in just a second. But once again, for those of you guys who don't know who Junichi Masuda is, basically, he is one of the higher-ups at Pokemon, and it's no surprise that he's starting to hint about Generation 8. Now guys, like I said, I understand that it may seem just like a random tweet, and it may not mean anything, but we have to remember that he has done stuff like this before. In another tweet which was posted on February 17th of 2016, he says, "May be shining big and bright even though the sun is still out. I'm tweeting birds." So guys, in this post, we can actually see the moon, which is up in the sky right now, and he is hinting towards Pokemon Sun and Moon. This was actually confirmed a while ago, so right away, it does make sense that he is starting to tweet about Generation 8, just because Generation 8 at this point is right around the corner. If you guys want even more proof that Junichi Masuda has done this before, let's go ahead and take a look at the tweets that came from Leak Reviewer about this subject. So guys, right before Let's Go Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee came out, Junichi Masuda heavily hinted towards it. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he did say for those games. She then followed up by noting this interesting image. So obviously, as we can see Junichi Masuda holding Pikachu and Eevee a lot. This was happening, by the way, during the time of the speculation of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. After that, come to think of it, Masuda seems to really like Pikachu and Eevee lately. He's been known to tease his games before, so this should be noted. As we can see, Junichi Masuda has actually tweeted out a picture of a bunch of Pikachus and Eevee plushies, as well as another tweet which is even more interesting. So guys, in the last post that we are going to take a look at from Leak Reviewer, he says, "And I don't want to go all conspiracy theorist on you, but that's literally just Luigi, whose catchphrase is 'Let's-a go' next to Pikachu and Eevee with a Pokeball tilted at an angle similar to that of the alleged logo." So once again guys, this was all happening while people were speculating about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and Masuda was dropping mad hints on everybody. Obviously at this point, we do know that Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee were in development, so that is why we are taking a look at everything that Masuda has to say, because once again, he has already hinted towards 2 games before they were released, and it looks like at this point guys, this is the 3rd game he is starting to hint at. So now guys, let's go ahead and talk about the tweet that Junichi Masuda actually posted a couple of days ago. So guys, in the tweet, once again, he said that the wind is cold and strong and it is very cold. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, for the past couple of days in the Midwest of the United States, as well as other parts of the world, there was like this polar vortex and Arctic blast which came and hit a bunch of people with really cold air. Now, Junichi Masuda could just be posting about how cold it is outside, because here in Michigan it actually got down to like negative 40 degrees, so he could just be tweeting about how cold it is, but personally, I think that this is the perfect excuse for him to hint at the next game. Now, if you guys remember during the Sun and Moon post, he said that the sun was out but he could also see the moon, and that was the perfect excuse for him to hint towards that game, and now I feel like that this is the same thing. This is what's happening again. It seems like this game is either going to revolve around the wind or the cold, or it's going to revolve around both. One is going to be around wind and one is going to be around cold. So guys, for this next part, I decided to go down in the comments and see what I can find. Now, personally, this might be getting a little conspiracy theorist, but I decided that it was important enough to take a look at anyways. So as we can see, Junichi Masuda actually responds to some of the people who comment on his Twitter, so let's take a look at what he had to say. So someone says, Masuda, cause of cold, from some distant ice-type Pokemon may have used freezing wind, I should be careful not to catch a cold or the flu. Junichi Masuda responds, thank you, possibility of frozen wind. It really froze. Now, right away, guys, I do apologize for the bad Google Translate version of this Twitter, but I don't really have access to any of the fancy, like, translating things or anything like that, so yeah. You know, it's poorly translated, but what are you gonna do? So, guys, this person says, some distant ice-type Pokemon using freezing wind. Could it be possible that we are going to be getting a legendary Pokemon that is both an ice and flying type? Now, I'm not 100% sure on this, but this is kind of one of the things that I feel like is going to happen. For some reason, I have a feeling that Generation 8 is just going to be one game. I understand in the past we always have things that like coincide with each other. We have Sun and Moon, we had Space and Time with Dialga and Palkia. Like, we had tons of different things that work together, but I also think that it would make a lot of sense if they just released one game for the Switch in terms of Generation 8. However, they did release 2 games for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, so I'm not 100% sure as of now, but it would make sense just to see one game. So guys, next up, if you decide to scroll even further down, then you will see Junichi Masuda say even more interesting things. First of all, Junichi Masuda says the wind blows. After that, he also says it's cold. Do not catch a cold, which is leading me to believe that at this point, we are probably going to get 2 Pokemon games. I know I just said we might get one, and while I do believe we might only have one big Generation 8 game, I feel like Pokemon is going to make a lot more money if they release 2. So, in terms of that, I think the themes for one is going to be wind, and the theme for the other game is going to be cold. There's probably going to be a new flying type Pokemon, and there's probably going to be a brand new ice type Pokemon, and those are going to be our overall legendaries. But again, guys, as of now, we do have to remember to take everything we read with a grain of salt, because just because Masuda has done this before, that does not mean that that is exactly what he is doing right now. So guys, overall, do I believe that all of this information actually means something? Well, at this point, guys, I have a feeling that this does mean something, but at the same time, it could mean absolutely nothing. Like I said, you guys have to remember that there was that huge polar vortex and everywhere in the world got hit with this huge blast of cold air, so he could have just been commenting on that, but based off his comments, I have a feeling that this does actually relate to it. You guys need to remember that Pokemon has said that they wanted to release the new Pokemon games in fall of 2019, so they're definitely going to need to reveal something very soon. I understand that we have E3 basically right around the corner at this point, and they're definitely going to do some kind of big reveal there, but I feel like in the next Nintendo Direct, we are at least going to get something. Maybe we'll see the new starters, or the new legendaries, or the new region, or something like that. But at this point, guys, considering we are less than like half a year away, I mean, we are very close to these games coming out if they actually are slated for a fall release. I definitely believe that we are going to be getting something really soon, and considering that Masuda has once again done this before, I have a good feeling that the next 2 games are going to be based off the wind and the cold, or maybe the wind and the snow, or something like that. Once again, there is no guarantee, but I am definitely looking forward to finding out. However, guys, let me know what you thought about this leak in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that MASUDA is actually hinting towards 2 brand new Pokemon games, or do you guys just believe that I'm crazy and currently gasping at straws? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.